This video demonstrates how to use the Visicon app to open an ETABS E2K file. We'll start by opening up the app, and then we go to the File, Open options. We'll see that there are several file types that are supported. There's a native Visicon file format. The commercial version will support the adapt exchange file. We support the direct opening of ETABS EDB files as well as the E2K. The EDB file requires an active license of ETABS and uses the API to extract information. It's a little bit slower. My recommendation would be, if you have access to and are able to export your ETABS model as an E2K, that would be the preferred method. So we'll go ahead and select one of our sample E2K files. Visicon reads the file and displays the model information. When the model is first displayed, you'll see that it has a certain color assignment. The color assignment is based on the default component types and their colors that are defined in Visicon. If you want to change that, you can go ahead under the Colorize tab. You have lots of different options to colorize your model based on different information that's in there. You can see that it's set to the component type. We can switch to material. So under material, there are different options. So this is color. So this would indicate the color that is assigned by the program that created the model. So you'll see a lot more variety here if it's a Revit model, because there the user has the options to define different colors. We can go to unique. So what this does is it assigns a different unique color to each unique material assignment. So for example, if we come around to this side of the model, we can see that in a particular column stack, for example here, there are multiple changes in material assignment as you go up the structure. We can also switch to type. So this is typically a good way to see, what's concrete, what's steel, or what's a different material. To get more insight into the information that you just imported, we open our project browser on the right side, and we'll just go through some of those icons. The first one gives you some basic project information. The second one lists any of the models that you've imported. So in this case, we only have one model imported. The next one goes to the various levels. So this highlights and lets you, identify different levels in your model. Then we have components. So the components, we can see how many components are used. So we've imported now area loads, structural beams, structural floors, line loads, structural columns, and structural walls. So each of these can be highlighted, and this is where you have an opportunity, for example, also to assign different colors to them. Then we'll go to materials, and under materials we see that these were all the material types that were defined in the E2K file, but only the top few are used. So if I want to see which components are assigned the C6, it highlights them in the model for me, and at the bottom we also import all of the specific material properties. Everything that you see here can be then re-accessed using our filters and rules. As far as general visibility goes, let's unselect the material. Under the Home tab, this gives you kind of basic navigation options. Under visibility, you can come in here and also very quickly turn on and off different component types. And I prefer to kind of stay with this designation. So here, if we go back to visibility and I turn off all my slabs, I can then very quickly come in and see all of the various, let's say, beams, columns, and walls in my structure. Let's say in terms of some additional, let's say navigation features, we'll come in. Let's say I want to look at just isolating this core wall. I select any face of a component, right-click, say Add Clip Plane. So now that has added a clip plane that allows me to better look at my model. All of my clip planes here, I can then turn on and off my clip plane, and I can have multiple clip planes assigned. For example, I'm going to come in and select this face of that wall, add another clip plane, and essentially I can isolate my model even further. So this is how you can use clip planes, and this gives you a good basic overview of how to import your ETABS E2K files and gives you an introduction to some basic navigation. Thank you.